Right, guys. Hiya, and welcome to our live event today for the Virtual Youth Opportunities Group session. And we've got quite a lot happening. We've got a few partners and stakeholders that are coming on board for the next hour or so to speak about what we have to offer under this one umbrella of Youth Opportunities Group session that we're having today. It's not going to be just about the Youth Promise Plus project, which we're going to talk about. We've got Alison, who's coming from the Job Centre, to talk about the new Kickstart program that's coming on board. So there's lots to talk about. There's a few other things we'll be discussing regarding mental health and those IT gurus out there. We've also got digital innovators coming on board to talk about what they have to offer, whether if you're a graduate or if you're just looking to go into a course, which, you know, I'll let Chris and Steve talk about it a bit later today. All right. Now, just waiting for a few more people to come on board today. There were quite a lot registered. I'm hoping there's not technical difficulties for them to come on board. So we're just waiting a minute or so for them to come so we can start our session. Now, while we're doing that, I just wanted to say, look, we want this to be an interactive session, okay? So we've got our colleagues Sadia and Kuldeep that will be looking after the chat box. So, you know, if you guys are savvy with Microsoft Teams already, if you're on the phone, obviously you just touch the screen, and on the top right hand side you'll get a little chat speech bubble with a question mark. If you just click on that, obviously it will let you type any questions or if you want to ask us something, and we will try covering this within this time that we have. We've got a question and answer session at the end of this as well, but if we can't, don't worry, there'll be a survey that will go out straight after this. If you can complete that for us, but there'll be also an email address you can also email us to. All right, and I'll give you the details anyway as we go along. So as I said to yourself, please make this an interactive session. If you've got a laptop, just hover over the middle of the Microsoft Office in the middle of your screen, and you will get the menu for the speech bubble as well at the same time. Okay, so well, without further ado, I'm just going to start this session now. We'll plan it for today. What we want to do is just tell you about what Youth Promise Plus is about. Okay, it's a great provision with lots and lots of partners on board. You will not get a provision like this elsewhere, which offers the services that we have to under one umbrella. Okay, so that will be us talking about Youth Promise Plus. Then it'll be me just telling you about what we do in Birmingham City Council regarding the Youth Promise Plus work ready team. If anyone's got mental health issues or any health issues that they want to discuss on a one-to-one basis, Luke will be around to talk about how you can contact them. And obviously we've got digital innovators, as I mentioned earlier, regarding what they have to offer in terms of IT programming, and any graduates out there, or even if you're not a graduate, you can always come on board. And last and not least, the question and answer session. So as we go along, please do try to, get yourself involved by asking any questions that you might have regarding anything to do with the program that we'll be covering today. Okay, so what do we have to offer regarding Youth Promise Plus? Now, first and foremost, anyone from the age of 15, school leaver, going up to the age of 29, or from the day before your 30th birthday, you're eligible for our program as long as you're not in education, employment, or training, living in Birmingham or Solihull in a B postcode area, really. Now, from the Birmingham City Council aspect, we work on the work ready aspect. So, for example, if you feel as though you just need tweaking of your CV, or maybe just a bit of advice regarding getting ready for interviews, that's us. Sadia and Kuldeep will be available for you to chat to through emails, or even if you want to let us know about your email or contact number, we can get back to you as well. Okay, now Solihull do something similar, but they also offer one more extra in comparison to ourselves. They give independent travel training for anyone living in Birmingham or Solihull that are eligible for the Youth Promise Plus training itself. So, as I mentioned, like I said to you, if there's any concerns that you have, please do talk to us and complete the survey at the end as well. If there's anything that we're not covering today and you feel as though you haven't got the most out of this, please let us know, just so we can make it better for the people come on board next time. Okay, so just wanted to go through quickly a bit of etiquette with yourselves. Now, if there is anyone who writes anything that's not appropriate, Kuldeep and Sadia will be monitoring the chat box, and you can be removed from this. We just have to cover this, you see, because like I said to you, you do get people that might be asking questions. They might think it's suitable for them to ask this, and it might not be suitable for anyone else on there. Okay, so Sadi, if you can go to the next slide for me, please. Now, here's what I promised regarding, if you break up, your network goes, or you're in a hurry that you need to leave this today, please get in touch with us through our email address that we provide for yourself. Now, this is specifically for the session that we have. So it is yog@birmingham.gov.uk, or you can get in touch with us through www.birmingham.gov.uk/YPP sign up. The vacancy that we have right now is the dry liner position. Sorry, I'm just gonna get to that for you if it comes up. Right, there we go. Right, the dry liner plasterer apprenticeship. It's a 37 hours per week. The closing date is for 19th of October. So you've got our email address, you've got our contact details. Please get in touch with us. We've got Southern City College that are offering CSCS cards and plant operation licenses, as well as new roads and street works. Again, please let us know if you're interested in that. Now, if you're a graduate out there, there's some great opportunities that are going with Birmingham City Council. There's almost, I think, 17 positions that are going within the property services. So if you're looking for a graduate role within surveying, to principal surveyors as well, there's another position yesterday that was given to me. So I just quickly wanted to share with yourself, and this is it really, graduate development officers. Now, again, this is with Birmingham City Council. It is fixed term for 2 years, and as you can see, it does mention the 17 positions that are available. Now, that one there will close on 25th of October. So please get in touch with us if you're a graduate and you're looking for something that that you'd like to work with Birmingham City Council and get those skills and experiences through ourselves. The other one on top left-hand side, you can see highway maintenance operatives through one of our guys, Kia Group, that are looking for people. Now, because it's to do with highways, they require people with full UK driving license. Now, it's just they're looking for something, someone who has interest within highways, within construction. It'd be great for you to work. Don't forget, a lot of the jobs are outside, so you could be working in all weathers. So please be mindful about this as well. So now that closes on the 22nd of October for the application, but after interviews, the job start is on the 23rd of November. So as you can see, even though I know we've got this COVID-19, this pandemic, we will do individual, action plans with yourselves and go through everything and risk assessments really. So we wouldn't put you out there if you don't feel as though you're ready for it. And as I said, we also have Solihull. We can help with independent travel training as well if you need it. Okay, right. Now, as I was quickly going through everything regarding what we do on Youth Promise Plus, there's the slide for you. Now, health and other personal support. And if you don't feel your job ready, I'm sure Princess Trust, my colleague Saab, will come on board. We've got Birmingham Career Service, Birmingham Youth Services, Better Pathways recently have come on board as well to help you if you feel as though you need that support regarding mental health aspects of it. And like I say, hopefully Luke from Macaroons will mention this as well. Now, and we give our forte is to do with coaching, one-to-one mentoring. I'm here talking to you guys today because obviously 14 years of experience trying to get youngsters like yourselves. Even I've worked with people with health aspects and people who are over 50s as well. I tried supporting them in the past, trying to help them get into work. They may have been made redundant, or they wanted to go into something new because obviously the old skills aren't going to be useful for what they used to do in their jobs. There's plenty of apprenticeship trainee schemes that I've mentioned about, and if you feel as though you're not ready, there's always CSCS card training for construction, there's other training within IT, and if you would go into social care, for example, we've got training available for you through adult education budgets. Right, guys, so mention quickly about COVID-19. I know there's new rules of lockdown coming in after tomorrow as well. Look, you can go on the website and mention, as I mentioned about the ruling, that again, we will work with you. If you feel as though you're worried and you're anxious about what's happening out there, we will work with you to talk about this modern workplace, as we call it. But look, we will go through that with you again on one-to-one basis. Right, guys. I'll just give you the details again for us, just in case. YOG@birmingham.gov.uk, and our website is www.birmingham.gov.uk YPP sign up. you feel as though you're not in education, employment, or training at this current moment, you're not on benefit, again, please talk to us, and we will look through this for you, and we'll see if we can help you get on board to this Kickstart scheme. So I'm going to pass you on before, obviously, any further ado to my colleague Alison. Alison, are you there?
I am. Thanks, Abdul. That's lovely. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to have this chance to talk to you this morning. My name's Alison. I work for the Department for Work and Pensions in the Job Centre. This scheme will offer thousands of job opportunities over the next couple of years. And to show their commitment to Kickstart, the government have already set aside a £2 billion pot of money to fully fund these positions with businesses and employers across the UK. Jobs from the Kickstart scheme will be open to young people between the ages of 16 to 24 who are claiming universal credit and who could potentially be at risk of some long-term unemployment. So here's a little bit about how it's going to work. Employers who want to take part in Kickstart will share the details of their job opportunities with the Job Centre. And the work coaches in the Job Centre will be able to match their customers to these jobs. They'll do this either in their work search review appointments, which could be on the phone, or in some cases face-to-face, but also by sending the details out through their journals. Candidates would be able to apply for the Kickstart opportunities, and if successful, will then be invited by the employer for a job interview. So it will be like a proper recruitment process. The employer would then select who they wanted to take on after the interview. The government will fund these job opportunities for the employers for 6 months at the national minimum wage for 25 hours a week. They'll also pay the associated employer national insurance contributions and any other employer minimum automatic enrolment contributions as well. What we're hoping is that by having this job opportunity, it will give young people some really valuable paid working experience, in addition to building on confidence and skills, which should make it possible for young people to move into work when that 6 month comes to an end. If during the 6 months find long-term work with another employer, so they get another job offer, this is a great outcome. We see this as a really, really great opportunity, as hopefully it will have played its part in moving a young person forward. Whilst on the scheme, the employer, or what we might call a Kickstart Gateway organisation, would be there to provide the mentoring support, some ongoing support to the young person as well. Anybody that's interested in a job opportunity through Kickstart will need to have a great CV ready to go, as the employer will want to have a look at this. So if you're interested, this is something that you can do now to get your CV ready. If you haven't already, I'd recommend that you get someone to cast a critical eye over your CV. After all, in many ways, the CV is your passport into work, and there might be some changes that you could make to your CV which could show your skills, abilities, or your experience in a more positive way. You can get your work coach in the Job Centre to help out with your CV, or any of the organisations involved in Youth Promise Plus. Additionally, you can contact the National Careers Service, and you can do this either by going online by visiting nationalcareers.service.gov.uk, or by booking a consultation by them by phoning on 0121 296 5550 or 0800 100 900. I'm just going to repeat these details of the National Careers Service because I think they're really, really important. So you can contact National Careers Service by going online, by visiting nationalcareers.service.gov.uk, or by booking a consultation by phoning them on 0121 296 5550 or 0800 100 900. You can also find out more about Kickstart on gov.uk or at the job help site. I can see that slide's been put up as well, and you'll be able to see some promotional material on here, including a link to a video. So just Google gov.uk, put Kickstart in the search box, or Google job help, which is one word, as you can see. You can talk to you about the range of Kickstart jobs available and send those details through your online journal. You need to apply for the opportunity and you'll be invited to attend an interview. It's also worth mentioning that if you're interested in a number of the Kickstart opportunities, you can apply for more than one at a time. The first 6-month cohort will start in November this year, so in a couple of weeks, and it's expected that the scheme will run until the summer of 2022. So in the last 6-month cohort would potentially start in November 2021. So in other words, if you don't get onto a scheme this year, then there'll be other chances to get onto it next year as well. You need to get your CV ready. I've given you some details of where you can get help with your CV, and also the details of the National Career Service who are there to help you with this. It's worth saying we've had a considerable amount of interest from employers who are keen to employ and work with young people through Kickstart, and they're offering a vast range of jobs. So keep in contact with your work coach in the job centre and look out for these opportunities which are coming online over the next couple of weeks. So that's about it from me. Thanks, Abdul.
Okay, Sab, are you there?
Yeah, hi Abdul. Thanks for that.
Right,
Yes, hi everyone. As Abdul said, my name's Sabs. I work at the Prince's Trust as a youth support worker. So I work with young people, mainly on a support young people at different stages. We recognise, not everyone is on the same step of their journey, require different support levels. So we're kind of here for that, to unlock your potential really, and we do that by working with you, whether that's on a one-to-one basis, with mentoring, support, any of our programs or courses, just to help you reach your potential and achieve your goals. So whatever you want to achieve, Prince's Trust and Youth Promise Plus are here to support you and work with you. Our centre's not currently fully open, which means that the support that we're offering is mainly remote and virtual, but some of our support is mixed, so it's a mix between face-to-face and remote. Obviously, as Abdul has said, some of the restrictions are changing, which will impact there, but we're still very much up and running, offering support on our programmes. Just if we're okay to go on to the next slide. Abdul, one more, please. Thank you. Just a bit about our coronavirus support hub. You can find a lot more information on our website. There's free accessible resources for everyone, even if you're not signed up to the Prince's Trust. There's no strings attached. You can also access a jobs board, which will have current vacancies. Find out more about any useful resources, professional skills and business tools and employability. So that's on our website, which we can paste in the chat box for you guys. So just a bit about the Prince's Trust and our upcoming programmes and our core programmes. So we offer weekly welcome sessions, and these run every single week. And there, when you come onto those, they're remote at the moment, but you'll be able to hear a bit more about the Prince's Trust from someone in your local area. And you'll be able to hear about the upcoming programmes that you might be interested in. So I'll tell you a bit about it now, but I'll go into a bit more detail there. And you'll also be assigned to a key worker who will support you along the way at that point. Those are our welcome sessions, which run every week. We've got our enterprise programme, and this is for young people interested in setting up their own business, becoming self-employed. A lot of our young people, when they say they're interested in that programme, have a strong business idea, if not a plan in place. So you can attend an information session for that. And then if you are interested, you can come onto the programme and you'll be assigned after that a business mentor who will support you along that journey, really. We also have progression mentors, and that's a 6-month commitment where you'll be assigned to one of our volunteers, and this particular focus is around graduates. So if you're a recent graduate and not sure what to do, there's that kind of support there. We've also got our virtual explore sessions, and these are split between employability and personal development sessions. They run online every week, so there's about 2 or 3 sessions a week. Works nicely with one-to-one support as well, but the sessions cover like CVs and cover letters, transferable skills, communication skills. For the employability side, and the personal development sessions cover anything from motivation methods, resilience, being the best you. So yeah, those are a mixture between running mostly online, but occasionally there are in-centre sessions in small groups adhering to social distancing regulations and guidelines within our Birmingham Centre. And we've also got, if you're not interested in any of our upcoming programmes or any of our other programmes, we offer one-to-one support, or if you're looking to get straight into work but just need that little bit of extra support. So that can be from actually finding the jobs. We know that could be challenging in itself. Applications, CV support, practice interviews, a wide range of support there. We've got coming up, which is exciting, our Get Into Retail programme. So that's running with Marks and Spencer's. There's a taster day next Tuesday, where you'll be able to see whether the programme's right for you. The employers will see whether you're right for the programme. And the programme actually runs from the 26th of October until the 20th of November. And you need to be aged 16 to 25 and not in any employment, education or training at the moment. So you'll receive 4 weeks work experience with Marks and Spencer's, and there's also online training and support which you'll receive from the Prince's Trust alongside that, so they go hand in hand. And at the end of the programme there's a potential 4-week temporary contract in place, obviously depending on your performance during the programme. And there's also, you'll receive follow-up support from a Prince's Trust staff member as well. Coming up, we've also got our Get Started with Health and Social Care programme. So that's coming up at the end of the month, and it's for young people aged 18 to 30, and it's a 3-day virtual programme, the week beginning the 26th of October, and it's for people interested working in a clinical setting but actually outside of the NHS. So you can gain skills for the health and social care sector, learn all about values-based recruitment, really a chance for you to boost your confidence and communication skills, and you'll also receive follow-up support from a Prince's Trust staff member as well. Yeah, so in terms of the NHS clinical course, I think Abdul wanted me to just have a brief chat about that. We've actually, one of our programmes has started this yesterday actually, but we run programmes with University Hospital Birmingham, and yeah, that's for young people interested in getting into the NHS, the healthcare sector. And they, at the moment, so this one's actually split between virtual and face-to-face support. But I think Abdul's popped up if he wants to, add a bit more information about that. But yeah, kind of just to finish, I know that's probably a lot of information, but if you are interested in any of our programmes, accessing any of the support, just drop a message in the chat box, and yeah, someone from the team can pick that up. And really encourage you to sign up to the YPP project, as there's so much that you can gain. Thanks, Abdul. I'll pass over to you now.
Thank you very much. Now, I think you've covered everything anyway. Now, just to let you know, with the University Hospital courses as well, if there's sufficient number of people, I know previously they run courses on this side of Birmingham in Heartlands Hospital near Borsley Green, but the actual learning hub is based next to the QE Hospital. It's past Selly Oak, where the Birmingham University is, so just past that, near QE Hospital. But look, again, get in touch with us. I'm sure Saab can help you, or Prince's Trust colleagues there as well. And there's Peter, who sits at the Learning Hub, over in near Kiwi Hospital can also contact you guys and give you some more information if you require it for the next course that's coming up. Miss Macaroons, they're based in Birmingham, and they're basically what they do at this current moment. They run a program called Max Mad. It is a 10-week program, run 3 days per week, helping you to build your skills, confidence, and get back into work. Now, they specialize working with people who are 18 to 35 years old. I know we cover up to 29, you know. Now they cover up to the age of 35. So if you have any mental health issues, are on the autism spectrum, ex-offenders, care leavers, or have mild learning difficulties, or if you're a lone parent, you're eligible for this. The next program, I was told, it starts on the 11th of November, and that's just a few weeks away really. So please, again, get in touch with us if you feel this is a program that will help you. Now, there are 5 weeks of training, 5 weeks of work experience to help you to gain all this. So it's a 10-week program. Okay, so there's 5 weeks. I'm just going to put this up for you so you can see. Now they will offer you skills qualification with food and hygiene level 2. That will allow you to go into catering sector, functional maths and maths and English. A lot of these vacancies these days always ask for this and require it really. Even if you may be working in a food sort of aspects of it, you could be working from frontline. You could be working with some sort of figures, obviously measuring. Tools to help anxiety, depression, working under pressure. Now, that is very important for a lot of you guys out there who might be suffering from such cases in terms of anxiety, as I mentioned, regarding this modern workplace, how you to get out regarding COVID-19. I mean, everyone knows the famous Joe Wicks, who was everyone's national PE teacher, just not too long ago. He recently came up to say, he's suffering from depression, he's suffering from anxiety purely due to what's going on out there in the world. So, so there is help available to you guys. Okay, so please get in touch with us. Now, interview boot camps, a lot of you guys may be suffering from anxiety regarding just simple interviews. Again, they can support you on this. Now, it doesn't end there just after 10 weeks. They'll give you six months of one-to-one mentoring as well. And also I was told that once you leave, you'll be leaving with a 5 years work plan. Okay, so again, as I've mentioned, I was hoping Luke would be here to talk about the actual provision and what they are really about. But you can always go on their website, okay? Miss Macaroon have their own website, and you can always go and see the same information I'm giving you right now. All right, and just a very important factor as well, that they reinvest 100% of the profit comes from the selling of the items that they make. All right, so if you guys wanted to help out as well, you can always contact them. The details are there. Right. Quickly wanted to touch on Solihull independent training. I've just mentioned to you guys. Again, same as Youth Promise Plus. If you're eligible for us, you'll be eligible for them as well. I just wanted to introduce some of the guys because Amber, Anna, Vicky, and Sarah, they work on the Solihull team. They've got a job shop based at the Chelmsley Wood Shopping Centre. Now, it's not open yet, and obviously with the new lockdown rules coming in again, I don't think it'll be open too soon. So we were hoping that we can get you guys to come along if you live in the North Solihull and to come along to the job shop in Chelmsley Wood. They're very close to opening recently, but I think this is going to put us back now with the recent news and of the lockdown situation that's come up at this current moment. To my colleagues from Digital Innovators, Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Abdul, thanks.
Okay, I do apologize, guys. I know the slides are a bit everywhere purely because we're just having some technical issues. All right, so Chris, if I can just put you on there, and obviously, yeah. And then what we'll do is we will start the slides for you as well. Okay, so go ahead, chap.
Great, thanks a lot. So yeah, first off, I just want to start by saying thanks a lot to Abdul and the team at Youth Promise Plus. It's great to be back again, guys, working with you guys. So my name's Chris. I'm a junior project manager apprentice at Digital Innovators, and I've been with Digital Innovators around about 2 to 3 years now, both as an ex-student and an employee. And Stephen, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. My name is Stephen. I'm also a project manager, and I've been working with Digital Innovators since the 1st of September, so a few weeks now.
Great. Can we move to the first slide, please? So yeah, first off, I just want to start by saying thanks a lot to Abdul and the team at Youth Promise Plus. It's great to be back again, guys, working with you guys. So my name's Chris. I'm a junior project manager apprentice at Digital Innovators, and I've been with Digital Innovators around about 2 to 3 years now, both as an ex-student and an employee. And Stephen, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. My name is Stephen. I'm also a project manager, and I've been working with Digital Innovators since the 1st of September, so a few weeks now.
Great. Can we move to the first slide, please? So basically, guys, we're from a course called Digital Innovators, and essentially the main goal that we have for you guys is to get you guys into the working world. It's a couple key things to note is that it's completely free to join the course, and the course runs with an age range of 18 to 25. However, if you are older or even younger than the age range, do still get in contact because we have a lot of things going on at all times. And it's still important to sort of gauge who wants to come on the course. So now that we've moved on to this next slide, sorry. So essentially, Digital Innovators started back when our CEO, Mick Westman, left BT. So he was a director at BT for a number of years. And what he found was when he was going to companies all across England and the UK, he found that a lot of them were really enjoying the skills that their workers had or their employees had from their course. So for example, like their IT course or English or science course, all of those skills that they had were great. However, they didn't have the sort of soft skills, the working world skills, such as the things that are on screen right now, essentially. So project management skills, negotiation skills, leadership, or even just, interview skills and things like that. So essentially what this course is for is to bridge the gap between education and employment. So the way we do that is we run the course. So the first part of the course is a skills training course. So delivered by many people, many business people. None of us are teachers. We want to just say that at start off with business sort of accolades. So for example, Mick, as I said, delivers quite a big part of the course. He's an ex-director at BT. There's a lot of experience with employment there. Business, an ex-cloud engineer from IBM. We have marketing people, media people, social media people, and basically they teach all of the skills that are on screen right now and more. So there's a big emphasis on digital tools and techniques, like Abdul mentioned earlier. However, we do also teach things like design thinking, communication, collaboration, leadership, all of the skills that will help you in the workplace. So that you can get on to essentially the world of working. And then the second part of the course, which is very important, is the project part. So essentially, we have a large list of employers ranging from the NHS to National Grid to the Justice Department, West Midlands Police, just a big list of employers from all over the UK that essentially want to have a project with you guys. So what we do is we get a project team, including the people on the course, yourselves if you want to sign up, and essentially we put them in contact with these employers, and they say, okay, well, we want this product being made. Can you go away and make it? So this isn't sort of you doing odd jobs for these employers that they can't be bothered to do. This is you come out of this with something very important that they need, and you can say, well, I created this for this employer. I'm just going to hand over to Stephen now, just to explain a little bit about his part on the course and when he was a student and his project. So yeah, over to you, Stephen.
So I basically started my experience with Digital Innovators and the course they provide whilst I was in education. And how this worked is I went through the first half where I learned different skills, as Chris previously mentioned. So this came down to negotiation skills, critical thinking, vice versa. And we mainly did this through gamification of different things. So like we learned them subconsciously without actually realizing it. And this was one of the best ways to learn it because we was taking on board these things. So basically taking on board these skills, what otherwise we wouldn't actually actively go out and try and learn ourselves. So pretty much after that came the second part, and this is where the projects came. And me and 3 other people on the course, so it was a group of 4, went to the NHS, and we basically made a product for them. What is a 360 VR environment where you were able to interact and do multiple things. And we based this off the scenario of an acute patient with breathing problems. So what you was able to do with this is learn how to deal with the patient.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Stephen. So yeah, as Stephen said there, the really important part of that is not only you get the skills and experience to actually help you in the workplace from both our team and the employers, you also get something out of it by the end. So for example, Stephen could go into a job interview and essentially say, I created a VR training solution for the NHS that is being used right now. So it's that big sort of edge that gets you that competitive edge, you know, along with the other people in your age range who are essentially going for the same jobs as you. So just briefly before I move on to the next slide, how we combine these sort of teams is essentially we use something called Career Fit. Now, Career Fit is a psychometric questionnaire, which I'll just briefly go through. Essentially, you answer a few questions and it gives you two parts. So the results from this questionnaire, the first part is essentially a list of personality traits and quirks. So for example, how scientific minded you are, how numerical you are, and how introverted and extroverted you are. All of these different things, so that it sort of gives you an idea of, you know, how you act with other people. As well, it uses those skills as well as the other questions to essentially put you into a few categories of job categories, essentially. So it gives you a sort of a place to aim where to, you know, it could say you could become a management person in this area, or so on and so forth. So it sort of gives you a place to aim and sort of put your expectations. So yeah, if we can just move to the next slide, sorry. Thank you. So just really quickly, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my experience as a student, similar to Stephen. So when I first started off, Digital Innovators ran around about a week-long sort of trial course that essentially it was a sort of try before you join sort of thing. And at this point, I'll be honest, I was completely done with just education as a whole. I didn't like sitting in front of tutors. I didn't like watching someone talk. I didn't like copying out notes. I didn't like exams, things like that. Essentially, when I joined this week-long experience, it was completely different. So what happened was we were taught all the skills that were shown on a few slides ago, and actually without actually knowing we were being taught them. So we were taught them through these things like different fun activities, games, online games, gamification. All of these different things taught us these skills without us actually knowing. Moving on, I actually if we can just cycle through the next two slides slowly, sorry. I actually joined a project team with Hannah and Mo there, and essentially we were tasked to create a classroom of the future as our project. Now we were just given that and nothing else really. We weren't given any more sort of guidance other than that, which at the start we thought was a curse, but really actually at the end it seemed like a blessing because we were given a lot of space to move around and sort of do our own thing. So long story short, what happened was we did a few business cases and we did a few sort of pitch videos, and we actually got to the end, the semi-final of the project, which essentially let us present at the Excel Centre in London in front of directors at Google, Microsoft, Sony, all of these really high up people that without Digital Innovators, we wouldn't have had any chance of actually going and presenting in front of these people. So the experience that I got from Digital Innovators personally was immense. And so, yeah, after that, obviously I was taken on as a junior project manager apprentice, and then it was now pretty much. Can we just move on to the next slide, please? Great, thank you. So yeah, I think that's all from me, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm just going to hand over to Stephen just to outro us. So yeah, thanks, guys.
So yeah, we just want to thank Youth Promise Plus for allowing us to come onto this call again. And pretty much we just want to state that firstly, this course is completely free, as well as that it doesn't affect your universal credit whatsoever. So in other words, there is no actual drawbacks of actually coming and doing this course. You get to learn skill.
So, right, Chris, Steve, thank you very much, chaps. Really appreciate for you guys coming on board. I know your course is going to start soon anyway, so if you guys want to respond to this as soon as possible and get in touch with us, it'd be best. Just say if I know, Chris, you mentioned this earlier regarding the course is starting, but obviously because of the pandemic, it's been extended, really, hasn't it? So how long does it go on? Again, when would the next recruitment be for this, just in case if someone wants to refer? Do you know anything about it? Or?
Yeah. So it's around about a 13-week course. I think Stephen was going to mention some of this, but I think he was just cut off there. But
right,
essentially,
sorry.
yeah. It's no worries. Just I think there was something on his internet side. But essentially, so it starts in November at some point, and all the info that you need to know is on our website, digitalinnovators.co.uk. However, if you want any more info, or if you want to express interest, or even if you want to sign up for the career fit questionnaire that we mentioned earlier, just pop us an email on the info at Digital Innovators email that's in the chat right now, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, thanks a lot, Abdul.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you again. Hello, Sadia.
Hello, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was speaking then, I was on mute. We've just had a couple of questions, really. Can we just go over when the date is for Digital Innovators for anyone who wants to get in touch and enroll?
Yeah, definitely. So again, it's starting in November, and it's a 13-week course. And essentially, if you send an email to us or just check our website, there'll be more information there, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
And sorry, did you say there's no actually entry requirements? Is it just for anyone who's interested in maybe starting a career in?
Yeah, definitely. So it's literally no entry requirements whatsoever. There's no tests or anything you need to get on the course. You just give us a message, and we'll essentially get back to you on when it's going to start and just give you a bit more information about it.
Okay, that's great. I think we've had. It was all around Digital Innovators really today. I think that might have been the one that most people are interested in the session. But obviously, if they do want to know any other information, my colleague Kuldeep has posted it in the live Q&A chat box as well. So if anybody else is interested, then please do just either drop them an email, or you can email us at yog@birmingham.gov.uk, and we will just forward on the details to Digital Innovators.
Okay, thank you, Sadia. Just wanted to also mention today's video will be available on our Birmingham City Council website itself, on a YouTube aspects of it as well. And blogs go out regularly, almost on a daily basis, with the latest vacancies that we have on board, or any other opportunities that are coming up, like Digital Innovators as well, like Kickstart, and also many other programs that are coming through Prince's Trust. They will be also going on as well on our blog. Now, video will go out to our partners, and it will also go out on the YouTube website for anyone to catch up on anything that's been given to yourselves. Thank you again, Alison, and thank you, Chris and Steve.
Thanks a lot, Abdul.
Sadia, thank you for helping, and Kuldeep, I know you're in the background.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Saab.